everybody, it's Coach Renee. We had a live this morning, an impromptu live, and the live was focused on responding, whatever's going on in the day, the big news of the day. The Spirit says it's not so much about that I want you to focus on in this video. I want you to focus on your reactions, because your reactions indicate what you have put your trust, you have given your energy to. And I want you to measure the amount of energy and trust you've had in this thing, shown by your reactions, versus that you have put into our relationship and being aligned with what you should be aligned with. Does that make sense? In other words, I don't care what it is. I want you to pay attention to what you said, how you reacted. Because this is an act, or this is an indication of your emotional intelligence. And it's not only a indication of your emotional intelligence, it's an indication of your alignment. I gave an example today of walking in the park, and as I was walking, I heard someone respond on a phone call that they were having, and the words were, "We did it! We did it!" And immediately I felt some kind of way. Now, I don't have a dog in the fight. However, I felt some kind of way. And immediately, instead of trying to figure out or to remedy what I could not control, which was the stimuli behind me speaking very loudly, and I was in a very tranquil and peaceful walk doing my thing. However, the question became, are you going to put your energy into something you cannot control? Or are you going to reflect to see why that stimuli makes you want to say something, do something, feel a certain way? So I decided to do that. Why do I feel this way? Because I don't have a dog in the fight, and it came to me immediately, because you don't like people talking loud on the two-way anyway. So the other person was on speaker, and so it's a very loud conversation. And I could have given my energy to that, but instead I looked at what could possibly be the reason why I wanted to react. So when I reflected and the truth set me free, then I was able to hear and receive guidance, which included this: just slow down. Just notice. And I began to notice that the more passionate the person spoke, the faster they walked. So I decided, slow down. Then I heard the person that they were talking to, because they were on speaker, say, all right, slow down, calm down, da-da-da-da-da. So then Spirit was working on my behalf, because the desire of my heart, because I didn't want to hear it. So not only did the person pass me, but they really stopped talking so loud, which did not disrupt me. The moral of the story is, what will be your reaction? And whatever your reaction is, let that be an indication to you of where you have been putting your strength. And be thoughtful that if you haven't been putting your strength in the vertical and more in the horizontal, then you're feeling some kind of way today. Don't let that carry you away. It says, let yourself be caught up in a whirlwind of a romantic moment. So it can be a romantic moment. It can be a romanticized moment. Don't let yourself get caught up in what you thought should be, because if you do, you will reveal your emotional attachments, or your emotional intelligence. So what I'd like for you to do today is to make sure, today and every day, is instead of measuring the outside stimuli for doing what it did, measure and reflect on yourself. Before you get carried away, measure and reflect on why you feel the way you do, so that you can see whether you are in alignment with what Spirit has to say. Is there another message for us? See, that's the important part. These are the important parts. Embrace every element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. So today, I want you to be mindful of your reactions because your reactions are indications of your wounds. And even if you're thinking you're responding by being calm and collected, we want to make sure that the words of our mouths and how we really feel in our hearts are coming together for authenticity. So measure the parts and don't get carried away. This is an indication of your emotional intelligence. And don't forget to marry you. Be balanced, be inspired, and continue to grow.